To go from 0 to 25 million in 5 years, you have to be a strong leader. What would you say your leadership style looks like today? Are you someone that is really focused on company culture and not micromanaging the team, or are you someone who's really results driven and every single day hammering down on exactly what needs to be done? Can you share a little bit of what your leadership looks like?
Absolutely, sure. Yeah, and you've laid out a whole bunch of points in your question itself. That's pretty much what building and organizing teams is pretty much what I'm doing day to day these days. Very occasionally, I get to write code and debug stuff and things like that. But pretty much, I'm sort of like an enabler within our company, providing resources, forming teams around opportunities, and working with the C-level execs of our clients, to sort of understand their strategies and their plans and align our goals and plans for the client. So that's pretty much what I've been doing. In terms of the leadership, I think hiring smart people is the most important thing, but it is often, particularly I'm talking about small to medium businesses like ours. There would only be few brilliant people in these companies, and that's often the reason why the companies stay small to medium. So whenever we try to hire people. One bar I have is this guy smarter than me? Is this guy someone that I can learn from? So I'm hiring a direct report, for example. That's what I look for. Can I go for advice to this person? Say everything goes well, he's within the company reporting to me. Can I go and ask him advice? Will he? How does he think? Is he smarter? So that's one key thing around hiring that I keep in mind. And in terms of leadership style, another thing that I personally, am doing different, I feel, is, a lot of companies, they say we have family atmosphere, and all that. That is good. But in our Stellar IT group, we try to find the A players and try to operate like a sports team. In the sense, like, you are constantly measured. What is the value you are bringing to the table, to the organization this day, this week, quarter, year? What's the value you are providing? What's, being result driven is very, very key. And my thing has been to lose even average employees. Like, oftentimes, when you hire 100 people, you would also accumulate a whole bunch of average performers. When I say average performers, these people are like, they perform their job duties. They do not have the ability or the capabilities or willingness to go above their job and deliver more, probably try and get a promotion. They're not like motivated or keen on that. These are kind of like average performers. And even I tend to lose them over the years. Those A players who are always like result driven, motivated, ambitious, who goes above and beyond and gets stuff done. They seem to enjoy our team, our culture, my leadership, and things like that. And one thing different we do, particularly for our internal teams in our group of companies, is year-long hiring and year-long assessments, performance assessments. When we do year-long hiring, what happens is there's always that hungry guy, that ambitious guy, that smart guy, whom we are not missing out. Meaning that, even though we do not have roles, we typically tend to hire people and overburden ourselves with payroll costs and things like that. And I feel that is okay, because we are in this pursuit of excellence and creating these A players, the sports teams, that always check, or did you win the championship this year? Did you bring the cup home or not? That's how sports teams are judged. That's how we try to judge also ourselves. There can be n number of obstacles coming our way. Things can go wrong, but you want to have the can-do attitude and willingness to look around yourself, trying to solve problems and generate results for the customers that demand us. And we should be very predictable for our enterprise customers. So that's what we strive for. In terms of the leadership, I think that's one of the key pieces. And I like bad news first, and I like truth, no sugarcoating, no need to butter up anybody's ego. Just tell the truth. Even if it is disheartening or not ideal in the conversation, tell that first. That's the way I run my meetings as well. Yeah.